What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to be working on the Rambler. We have so much stuff we need to do and so much stuff that I've already started and I just need to finish videos on. So I apologize. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've just been pretty busy with other things. So today we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna get the factory 4-barrel carb on this thing. I'm gonna be pulling the factory radiator, which is draining right now. You can probably hear. So we'll pull that out of there. We'll get the factory one in there. We're gonna go back to the mechanical fan. And we're just going to go back to a factory setup. We're going to start restoring this thing, kinda. We're just going to make it nice. So let's go take a look at what's going on over there, and we'll start getting into the video. All right, so that carb is mostly on. We're just working on draining this right now. I actually have this sold. I need to get it to somebody. Try to capture most of the coolant so I can reuse it. So just draining that at the moment. I'm going to pull the hoses, the reservoir, and all 4 of the bolts holding it in, and that should be that. So while we're doing that, let's go kick it over. We'll finish working on the carb here and get this into a state where it should be able to run. Alright, well that didn't totally go as planned. As you guys can see there, hopefully, we have a stripped out fuel bowl there. This is a pretty specific fuel bowl, I believe, so it might be a little difficult to find a replacement. I'm gonna grab a picture of that and go see if I can find an identical one online. I did try to JV weld it with this guy. It'll focus. There we go. As you can see, that didn't work very well, but that was like the quick seal stuff, so I may, if I have to, try a different kind. We'll see what I can find for bowls. I know that this inlet is a special, it's a very specific size. I think it's 9/16 by 20 or something like that. So finding a rethread kit for it is not very easy, and then finding one that doesn't go in that far. As you can see, the fuel, like, it goes over to the crossover right away. So just a tough one to find. So I'm gonna try and get all this JV weld off of this thing. I'm gonna see if I can find a new fuel bowl, and we'll go from there. All in all, the lines worked out pretty well. Everything looks good. I did adjust this guy. This holds the TV cable. If you guys recall, it was short, and now it lines up perfectly with where it needs to be. So I do want to see if I have any play in this. That's gonna be my adjustability, because this is locked up, and I've never been able to get that loose without twisting this. So I want to see what I have for play in there, because it should be, in theory, 1 turn in, so 1 turn so that it's pushed in, and I would like a little play there if possible, but I can always play with the bracket too. So that's where that goes. I do need to drill it through there. Just a small hole there, and I believe I have the factory little stud that goes in there, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Outside of that, everything else looks good. The vacuum lines look good back there. That looks nice. We do have this. This is the fuel line that we use for the Holly. It doesn't really matter that it's there right now. We're going to run hard lines now that we have the car up in the air, and then we're going to run soft lines up to the pump, which you guys saw I already kind of started with the filter down there. So that's that. I'm going to let this finish draining. I'm going to get this radiator out of here, and then next steps are going to be new radiator, toss that mechanical fan in there, and we'll be looking back to stock. I think the new radiator, or the old one, has to be painted black again. It started flaking, but not a big deal. So all in all, things are looking pretty good. I should really order some new one of these while we're at it. Going back and doing everything right, and those look kind of junky, but there we go. I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit. All right, so the radiator's off. This thing's fared pretty well over the years. Just got some watermarks on it, but it looks brand new. So those fans, radiators, and the expansion thing are going to someone else. Now we got this all out. I'm just realizing I need to figure out wherever my stock alternator arm is. So I'll put that back in. It's just red. Put that back in to kind of match everything else. So everything is out of here. Just looking in here, there's guys that try to do cams without pulling the motors out, and just looking down, this can be removed. All the grill stuff can pretty much be removed with the exception of right here. So I think you can do cams in car in these. Might be pretty close. Gotta pull the bumper and the grill off, but I'd try it one day maybe. So that's out. Gonna get the new radiator put back in. We'll get the original fan put back in, the original shroud, and all the surroundings and stuff. So we'll have no air gaps. I'm kind of looking forward to that. I didn't have a shroud that I made up top on the aluminum one, so we'll gain that at least. Still gonna have to figure out the carb, but that's progress for now. This video, I want to get something out for you guys. So this video might end just by getting the radiator in. Not a super exciting video, but video nonetheless. I do need to remake those trans cooler lines. Those are pretty ugly. And actually, they still have the... Oh, I don't actually know what's going on there. Those look hideous. I think I just made them work at the time, but we'll make them better. So that's that. Other things I want to do while I'm in here, like I said, this arm right here can go. I just want to clean it up and make it look more proper. So I think we're on the way to getting there. I do like that once this is all back to stock, we did do the spark plug wires. Those will be out of the way. They're not factory, but they'll be out of the way, and they really just let everyone see the motor. So I like that. I'm not going to do the crossover line again because I haven't had trouble without it, and I like how that frees it up. So I think we're getting places. So I'm going to go get parts, and we'll be back. So we got the fan, just putting little touch-ups in because it's got all scratched up in storage. Get the fan there, radiator there. Just touching up with some flat black and getting it ready to go. So this thing's in pretty good shape too. It's got a couple spots that aren't perfect, but overall pretty decent. So get that done, we'll put it in the car. Alrighty guys, so we got the fan or the radiator back in. Fan is down there. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that on quite yet because I really want to decide if I like this flat black or if I want to go satin. That's satin, that's flat. It looks pretty similar on camera. I don't know, I'll probably just leave it. But, did a couple little touch-ups before I put it in here, so still drying in spots. Somehow didn't touch those while I was putting it in here, but all in all, I think it looks decent in here. So a little different than the old polish, but I like it. So it's a little back to stock, which I like. So I do have the shrouds. I need to put those in, and then I have the surrounding as well. I need to figure out what screws I need for that. Probably lost them. There it is, black radiator. So with the fan, the shrouds, and the surrounding in, and we'll see the complete product here. Dried a little bit. Doesn't look the best in some of the spots where it flaked in the past. I tried to wire wheel it, but now like this looks not ideal. So can't tell if that's gonna, just feels like it's gonna come back up. I tried to wire wheel the whole thing, but spots like that didn't come up. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what it looks like when the shrouds are on there. Worst case, we take it back off and we do a better job and try and paint it again, I guess. Or we can probably wire wheel it in here and tape it off and spray it. I don't know. Even looking here, uncovering some of the brass for the whatever it's made out of. I might take it back out and put some more paint on it. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll be back once this is better and back in here. Alright, got some paint on it now and it looks a little better. Paint again. You can still see where it flaked in spots, if it'll change. But all in all, it looks good. It doesn't have any hard edges that are coming up anymore or anything like that. So take a step back and it looks pretty good. So all that I have left to do is we're going to put radiator, the cooling lines, or the coolant hoses on. So here, this one, and that one. And then we do have to, I want to fix those trans cooler lines. For that, we're just going to use a 3/16 brake line. So we're going to use the brake line, cut it off short right there so it's got something to grab onto. Not focusing, but we'll cut it like right there. And we're going to do the same on the other end. Those are going to poke out the bottom down there. Kind of see where those are. Just here and here. And we connect our cooler lines. We're gonna run, excuse me, we're gonna run new hoses because those look a little junky, but with those hoses in place, and then we'll be done with this. Top it off with coolant, and good to go. So we'll do that. I got a repair quote on the bowl for the carb, and the guy wants $100 plus shipping just to tap that thing and put some thread inserts in it when you can get a new bowl for really $50. So I ordered up some JB Weld. I'm going to give that a shot. If that doesn't work, I'll get a new bowl and we'll try that. So the only thing that with the new bowls I have to do is I got to drill this piece right here. So it's not the end of the world, but just kind of annoying. So we'll see. So I will, let's put these on, get these made. Probably going to do the carb stuff in a different video, but we're getting pretty close to having this thing running again. Yeah, that's it. Alrighty guys, so we made some progress here. We found some barb fittings that you can't really see here. If you look down there, you can. Those are going to be for the new trans cooler lines. I'm probably going to make those off camera just because they're boring, so you'll see those in the next video. I have the lower fan shroud in place. Got some new screws for that. So that's in place. We can take a look at it from over here. See how that's gonna look. So we're gonna put the upper on. I don't know where I put this surrounding piece. It's kind of bothering me actually. I know I didn't get rid of it. It's just tucked away in storage somewhere. So I gotta find that. That'll be a part of another new video. But let's real quick put that upper shroud on. We'll wrap this up. We'll get that guy on, and that'll be the end of this one, I think. So let's do that quick. Alrighty guys, so there it is. The shroud is in, factory clutch fan is in, clutch still works pretty well too, which is nice. This looks pretty good. So I gotta find this surrounding, because that allows the air to stay down and go through the radiator instead of just coming up and over. So once I get that, that should help quite a bit. Things left to do, I have to obviously drill this guy for the kickdown cable. I have to repair my bowl. The new fitting should be here. If that doesn't work, we're just going to order a new bowl, and we'll drill this piece of it, which, you know, now that I look at it, probably won't be that bad. So, got to do that. I did throw in the old red alternator brackets. Also, I realized I got to pull out the old temp sensor out of there. So, we get that out of there. Everything else is looking pretty good. We will have to wire up the choke eventually, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Outside of that, I think we are looking pretty good. Yeah, so surround, finish the carb, get it running. We're gonna get the exhaust probably redone, or at least patch up the hole that's there for the O2. and then we'll be looking pretty. We gotta do fuel lines as well. So I've got some stuff coming for you guys, but I wanted to get this video out and get this finished so that it's been a long time since I've uploaded. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully get this thing running so everybody can hear it again, and right in time for spring. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.